Welcome back as we continue on the health lane, but now expressing a huge amount of gratitude for the work that has gone into this particular moment. When we hear heart disease, typically we think of older, unfit individuals, let's be honest. Congenital heart disease is a lifelong chronic condition which is present at birth. Let that sink in, and affects babies, children, and even adults. Now, Dr. Lichtenberg has recently returned from attending the Edwards Foundation EHM Partners Summit in California, where he won a Thoracic Surgery Foundation Every Heartbeat Matters Award.
And this award recognizes the work done by those who conduct humanitarian surgical outreach work in underserved regions. Now, of the 14 recipients of this award, Dr. Lichtenberg was the only one residing in the African continent, and he is honored, I think, that work that he is doing with his foundation as well, Young Hearts Africa. It has been doing incredibly well, internationally recognized as well. And you would think a man of his caliber would be very hard to pin down, and this would be a story that we would just talk about. But the man himself, Dr. Willem Lichtenberg, is joining us in studio himself. Dr. Willem, thank you very much. I'm going to give you a handshake, but that is impressive, sir. Welcome.
Can I just put it out there? I know we don't have a live studio audience, but I'm going to ask my cameraman and Lucian to give us a round of applause. We could have actually brought a live studio audience. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I know clearly you don't do this work for these sorts of accolades. We know that, and I'm going to take that right off the table, but it must feel wonderful when you get validated like this. So can you please give us a bit of background in terms of the award itself and what it means to you?
Well, first of all, I think I'm not the one who won this award. This is a team effort. The people who actually run Young Hearts Africa with me and for me are the ones who actually deserve the accolade. I always say I'm just the ideas man behind all of this. The hard graft goes in with the team.
The team on the ground, yeah.
And I need to take you on one of the things you said. Congenital heart disease is in fact not a lifelong chronic condition. And that's exactly why we do this.
I love that.
Is because of the around about 15,000 kids a year born in South Africa with congenital heart disease, about a third of them require surgery, and if they can get corrective surgery, they can lead completely normal lives as though there was never anything wrong with them. And that's exactly why we do this.
That's
that
incredible.
Is purpose. I love that.
Chat to us about the Young Hearts Africa Foundation, because it's conceptualized in 2021, I believe. It's not been around for that long, but so much has been done. What is the purpose of this foundation, and what is the goal? Where do you see this going?
A lot of questions in one there.
We've got little time. So.
It was actually conceptualized in the early 2000s when I was a junior trainee surgeon at Red Cross Children's Hospital, and I recognized what a big need there was for greater capacity, greater volume of surgery to be done, especially in the public sector, which serves the indigent community. We've done we've managed to raise enough funds to do a number of operations. So far, we're centralized at the moment in Cape Town at Red Cross Children's Hospital. The aim in the long term is to do 1,000 children in the next 5 years. So far, we've done just over 30. So we only have 970 to go. Walk in the park.
You got it, man. By next week.
Yeah, walk with it.
And you're waging this war on two fronts here. And I think post-COVID, to use that term again, because we've seen a massive shift. There's been so much information sharing, so many more professionals like yourself connecting with others, creating movements within the broader kind of medical spectrum. Why is the awareness when it comes to congenital heart disease so important right now? Why do we need to drive this message?
And what do we mean when we say congenital heart disease for those viewers who might not be familiar with it?
Okay, again, but you're coming at me with these questions like a Gatling gun. So I think the importance is exactly why I told you, is to make a change and to enable these children to live a perfectly normal life.
Because they can.
They can. Yeah. And it's important because taking a child like that, giving it a normal life, putting it back in the community where it can make a difference, the ripple effect is huge. The other thing which we're very excited about is by doing more of these operations, we create training and teaching opportunities because one of the big problems we have is a shortage of human capital. We don't have enough expertise to serve an indigent population under the age of 13 years, which numbers in this country about 14 million people. So we've got at the moment about one cardiologist for every 700,000 children, one surgeon for every 2 million children. I mean, that's nothing short of an incipient humanitarian disaster.
Yeah.
So we're trying to address both of those on both fronts by driving the central surgical program. And eventually we hope to expand it to the rest of sub-Saharan Africa, because there is such a huge burden of disease, not just congenital heart disease, but also rheumatic heart valve disease. And both of those, the definitive treatment for both of those is in fact surgery.
Surgery. And this can be that gateway.
Sure.
Absolutely amazing. What do you need from us? How can we support? How can we help you and your team's efforts?
The most demoralizing thing about doing this is having people expressing their admiration and saying how wonderful this is, and then saying, well, good luck, and turning around and walking away.
Want your money.
For the price of a KFC meal or a burger, you can actually contribute to making a huge difference.
Brilliant.
We need people, as harsh as it sounds, we need people to open their wallets, not just their hearts.
For sure.
And to do that, they can go to our website and actually make that difference.
Awesome. Dr. Willem, thank you very much. And once again, congratulations and all of the best for the future, because I know that you are making that change, and that is exactly what we need. And you can learn more about congenital heart disease and support this incredible cause. You can visit youngheartsafrica.org. And like the doc said, we need to get in there, each and every one of us, open our hearts, not only that, but also our wallets, and really bring about change on this beautiful, beautiful planet of ours.